Well, hello, friends. I thought I might go live since Sean McZoo, the Reptile Show reporter, is taking the night off and having fun. So I'm doing turtle chores tonight and thought, why not? Let's just start up a live session here and you guys can kind of see what my routine is all about. Clean the lenses a little bit. So, I don't want the flash on. Oh, I got a thumbs up already. Very cool. How do I turn off the flash? That is going to kill the battery. That is absolutely going to kill the battery. There we go. Okay, I got the flash off. So welcome. Yeah, welcome. I had to go live because Sean, who usually goes live at this time, is not going live. So why not? Let's do a little turtle and tortoise chores. I am feeding my baby tortoises. So I keep them in these tubs. These are actually the perfect little habitats for them. Keeps them nice and humid. And see, the food I feed, that's a mixture of chicken food and turtle food for a tortoise. That is right. So, how is your week going? It's Wednesday. How's your week going, Hardshell Herps? And Hardshell Herps, what turtles do you work with, or tortoises? But yeah, I thought I'd go live because my buddy Sean is in Utah, actually, I think, tonight, visiting Clint's reptile room, or maybe he did that today. So he normally is live, but I'm like, you know what? Let's go live. Let's kind of have some fun. So thank you for joining me. Tortoise chores. Doing, but we'll make it happen. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Tom. Yeah, Jennifer. Sean McZoo, my buddy, normally does a live on Wednesday nights, but he is away. So we can't listen to Sean and Bill Strand, our chameleon friend, but I can still go live, or I can still have fun and maybe talk to some of the people that hang out with Sean's show. So hardshell herps keeps Central American wood turtles, spiny hill turtles. Those are really cool. Reeves, razorback. Those are razorback musks and North American wood turtle. That's awesome. So what I am doing is getting food for the tortoises. This is like the little nursery area. These are the teenagers, although they're now the young adults. These are the nursery tubs. That's where those guys start off their life for about 3 months or so. And then here are the babies. And so if you're new here, welcome. I keep hinchback tortoises. This is my tortoise room. And I hatch baby hinchback tortoises. None have hatched this year, but these are all our 2023 holdbacks. I have 3 left. And actually, one of these animals, and it's going to actually be this one right here. That animal is going to be part of a charity auction at Iguana Land for Turtle Fest. And so Ryan, and who I host the Let's Talk Turtles podcast with, I help Ryan with that. We are each going to donate to Iguana Land's Turtle Fest event a Holmes Hinchback tortoise. And you will have an opportunity to participate if you go to Iguana Fest. I don't know if it'll be online. You'll have the opportunity to bid on 2 unrelated 2023 hatchlings. So those are the Holmes Hinchbacks. And then I have the Western Hinchback. I have 1 Western Hinchback. It's a holdback. Just nice to have one of these animals. Just to show you, here's what a Western Hinchback hatchling looks like. I don't need this guy, but I keep holdbacks to help educate and make videos. And guys, I have some super awesome news, and that is one of my male 2020 Western Hinchback tortoises, one of this one's siblings, I sent to someone in Colorado that had a founder female, one of these long term pets for decades. And I sent him maybe about a year ago, and sure enough, those two tortoises mated. And oh my gosh, just a few days ago, I got a message from the owner. And if that tortoise didn't sire a new little baby tortoise, I mean, it is just so awesome. Hard to believe that some of my babies have now had babies. So, um, this project is especially important to me, the Western Hinchback tortoise, because unlike the Holmes Hinchback, which have been continually imported, thanks, Jennifer. The Western Hinchbacks have not been imported since the year 2020 or 2000. 2000. So, hey, Liza, I figured Sean wasn't going to do his show tonight, so I'm like, you know what? Let's just go live and share a little bit of my tortoise nightly routine. These guys get soaks every other day, so they're hydrating. Thanks, Wendy. Welcome. And then this is my one non-hingeback tortoise. This, yeah, I did. Eliza, Sean actually stole my night. Sean used to do his show on Thursdays, and he, of course, I was one of his early fans, and I know you were too. And so Sean had a work schedule change, so we came. I switched my live. I was doing it on Wednesday nights when he was doing his on Thursday nights, and I'll still do a live tomorrow, sitting at my computer. But yeah, we switched, and that's why he does Wednesday and I do Thursday. I used to do Wednesday and he did Thursday, but I'm like, well, I don't want to miss your show, Sean, so I will switch my day. But this is my baby Greek tortoise. It's the Anamurum locale. It used to be actually a subspecies, but it's a cold tolerant locale of the Greek tortoise from kind of the southern rocky coast and mountainous areas of Turkey. And Andrew Hermes hatched this tortoise, and I sent him one of my other 2020 Hinchback tortoises. So, yeah, the Hinchbacks are totally different from Testudo. I want to say. I mean, these guys, and I mean, so he's just kind of sitting there. Then you have these guys. Like, okay, they stopped when I pointed the camera at them, but they're active. Look how long their legs are. They have legs for climbing up and down and through the rainforests of West Africa. These guys are from like the coast of Nigeria and Ghana and the Ivory Coast. Togo was a big exporter of them. And they also are like little ninja stars. They have very sharp edges to their shells when they hatch out. You can kind of see those points there. Yeah, see that kind of sharp point? If a predator were to pick up and try to eat that little baby tortoise, it would get a mouthful of spiky parts and hopefully would spit it out. So, yeah, I mean, I love these guys. The Holmes Hinchback was always one of the cheapest, but really both of these species in the 1990s, these were like cheap tortoises. You could buy them for $50. which was more money back then. But now they're 100 or $150, imported still. The home cinchback is still imported. They should probably need to be on the CITES Appendix 1 list, and we have enough in assurance colonies that we can still captive breed them. But man, they just make awesome tortoises. And so tomorrow night when I do my live, I think I'm going to title it Hingebacks, Heaven or Hell, because so many people that are experienced with more common tortoises, like the testudos, like the Greek tortoises, will try to work with these tortoises, but they just don't have any luck. And partly that's because they're just so stinking different. I mean, look at that. Does that look like a tortoise? He's ready to climb that wall. These are long-legged. I mean, they're more like a North American wood turtle than they are a tortoise. So, love, love this species, and yeah, they're just fantastic. So, I keep the breeding group of home cinchbacks in these two tubs. And this side of the room is all the Western hingebacks. I actually have 8 Western hingebacks, 4 males, 4 females. It's not going to be a good year for Western hingebacks, though. This girl, that is Blondie. She usually produces 3 clutches of eggs. And you know what? I've not seen her lay any eggs this year, which is just nuts. But you know what? She gets a break. She gets a break. So, oh yeah, totally. Wendy says yellowfoots have really long legs too. Wonder if that's a forest dweller adaptation. Totally. I mean, you think of them. You think of Minoria, and especially Minoria impressa, the impressed tortoise. I mean, they have huge long legs, and these guys were made to climb. Um, they just are like totally climbers. You can imagine just how many logs and vines and things there are on that forest floor in Africa. Yeah, look at this. There we go. That they have to climb, and if they get flipped over, they have to be able to flip themselves upright quickly, and their long neck and everything kind of helps them with that. So Panther Palette is here. Good evening. I'm stealing Sean's time slot. He took a night off, so I'm like, let's just go on. And I hope Sean is able to come on, maybe, but I think he went to Clint's reptile room today. But yeah, these are the Holmes Hingebacks, Panther, and they're super cute. These were all hatched in 2023. For those of you that are relatively new to tortoises, if you've ever had a pet tortoise and it never got like white between their scoots like that's not a good thing. You actually want to see that every once in a while, and that means that they're growing new keratin and then new bone underneath there, but that means their shell is growing. So I've got 3. One will be part of a raffle to raise money for turtle research at Tide Park's Iguana Land. He's having Turtle Fest like next weekend or the weekend after that. Unfortunately, I can't go, but talk to Ty, and so that big tortoise right there is going to be auctioned off for conservation research, and that Ty funds through Iguana Land. So that's why we do things like this, It's to bring awareness to these animals' plight in the wild. It's to understand them better. It's to learn how we can reproduce them in captivity in case they were ever able to go, or if they were not able to go, if they were ever to go extinct or become really rare. We're building up assurance colonies. So Panther Palette says Iguana Land is amazing. He's the master. Yeah. So he sure put a lot of heart and soul, and that's certainly a passion project for Ty to build a large iguana, lizard, and turtle facility. Um, it's pretty incredible. Have you been there, Panther Palette? Man, I want to go. I really do want to go. Um, I'll make it there. I just, things haven't worked out that I am around South Florida or Southwest Florida recently. So I'm just going to continue on with some of my chores. I'm feeding all the young animals. This is a basement bedroom in our house. We've lived here for now 3 years. I do have a moth issue, and that is why all the fly tape is up. There's one of the moths you can see, just drives me nuts. Wendy went in December. It was incredible, and Panther Palette hasn't, but definitely watches all the videos. And Ken and Harkin just released a new video on Iguana Land. So yeah, it's a cool place. It just doesn't like the connection here. This is a mix of aquatic turtle food and chicken pellets, and I'm not kidding. Chicken food, and especially what they call layer crumbles, have been a food that people have fed their tortoises. Oops. And so I use it. It's very high in calcium because it's meant to be fed to layer hens. So there is the little guy. No name for this one. It's just a holdback. Wendy's birthday was recently, so happy belated birthday, Wendy. Back in December, and went to Iguana Land. And Wendy, did you see any hingebacks there? I did send Ty some hingebacks, but unfortunately, they just did not do well for him. So I do not know why. But here's little baby Greek. Time to put baby Greek. Let's see here. Jennifer A says, I tried that with egg for the box turtles. Not impressed, at least recently. So the chicken layer crumbles. Yeah, I mean, box turtles, I don't have box turtles completely figured out. Well, that's cool, Wendy. I would love. Wendy got pictures of the hingebacks at Ty's place. So, look at that, man. Isn't that just a cute tortoise? Look how long those legs are. Look how flat that shell is, and then look how spiny it is. You can you see that jagged and those little projections? Guys, chimpanzees will eat these tortoises. They will eat adult hingebacks. So they have, but yeah, this is a little bigger one, but also 2023. They grow super fast. I mean, I do feed them a high protein diet. I mean, they're basically being fed what a painted turtle eats. But if you think about it, these guys are scouring the forest floor in West Africa and the rainforest, and they're eating any little bug or mushroom they can find. And unlike a testudo, which lives in kind of like a drier steppe type habitat, I mean, there's plants and animals and fruit and all kinds of crazy food available all the time. So, yeah, those are two guys. Again, you can see the long legs. I don't know their sex. I can tell you, I incubate these at like 75 degrees. So if you're new to the world of turtles and tortoises, The males have big tails, but even 4-year-olds, we still have a difficult time telling. So if you're new here, welcome. Do let us know your name and what pets do you keep? Do you like exotic pets? Do you have turtles? Do you have chameleons? Do you have fish? Do you have lizards? Do you have snakes? We don't have any snakes here, but we have lots of other animals. And today I had a nice snake encounter at work. So my coworker and I were walking back to the office, and she looked down and just very calmly and casually said, "Oh, there's a snake." And I just I didn't really hear her, or I heard her and didn't process what exactly she said. And I looked down, and sure enough, yeah, there was a garter snake. So I helped that little garter snake across the road. So guys, that's the story for tonight. I'm gonna do a little bit more work, but I hope Sean and his family are having a great time. And join me tomorrow night. I'm going to talk about hinchback tortoises, all about hinchback tortoises. I'm going to review the species, I'm going to review their care, and yeah, just really talk about why you may want a hinchback tortoise or why you may not want a hinchback tortoise. So join me, the Two Turtle Tom channel right here, same channel, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. And thanks for jumping on with me. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, and we're over the hump. Talk to you later.